Jules, word.
Like a Friday night.
What up, Nitro? Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're tuning into an episode of the Wonder King Morning Show live. What is good, everybody? I'm your host, Nitro. Let's get into it. We're going to have a good show today. Good morning to everybody that is here. Listen, Declan Doyle talked a little bit about the Baltimore Ravens in the offense, what's coming up to expect. We're going to touch on that. Harbaugh in Giants world is hilarious to me. I'm coming out and saying this right now. EDC has no excuses. Anybody that's making excuses for EDC, me and you are probably going to come to a head eventually. Okay, guys? So I'm just letting you understand that's what the topic's going to be for today's topics. Okay? Let me start off the show by first saying good morning to every and anybody that showed up this morning. Let me get this go over a little bit. There it goes. I can control it. Because I couldn't control the thing right here. Okay, let's go see who's in here. I am Ford's first in the building. What up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dr. Kush, good morning, bro. We here, man. We are here. Eli Sports Guy, what up? What up, bro? Sorry. Somebody was saying something like, what up? And I was thinking about that while you said it, made me laugh. Yeah. T, always a pleasure to have you, madam. Thanks for being here with us, T. Who else? C. Brittle, always a pleasure to have you, madam. Good morning, Wonder Cats. Good morning to you also. Roy T, what up, my bro? Been a while. What's good, Roy T? Glad you in here, man. Yeah. Let's see. I always said Nitro with my dog, but I did some homework. Zay and Tyreek Hill, first 3 seasons are extremely identical, and Hill had more fumbles than Zay. I need the haters to put respect on Big Four. Listen, I'm not disrespecting Zay. He's just not a look. I get it. They are very similar. Actually, Zay has a better start to his career than Antonio Brown. If you want to speak numbers, and we all got respect for Antonio Brown. So I get what you're saying, but he's just not a one. He's just not a one. What Tyreek has been able to do, and being that weapon that you just have to, have 2 safeties behind down the field for him is bro. He might be the greatest deep threat of all time. It's him and Randy Moss as the greatest deep threats of all time. So, yeah. Money Mike, good morning, good morning. King Lee, what up, my guy? Yeah, Luke, good morning, good morning. Point, I see you, man. Good morning. Curtis, what up, what up, what up? I'm good. Stacey, always a pleasure to have you. Thanks for being here with us this morning. Just Blaze. I see you, bro. Mike Coleman, good morning, good morning. All right, guys, let's get into this. All right, so I don't dislike Gregory Smith. Good morning, good morning. I see y'all. We in here this morning. Okay, good. Let's get it. So I'm not one of these guys that hate our coaching staff. I'm not. I don't. I told y'all before who I wanted, what I wanted. I did not get what I wanted. It's fine. I've liked thus far what I've seen, though. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't get all the time what you want, sometimes things work out that it can still work out well, or maybe even better. So I'm not like one of those guys that is out here pouting. I'm saying, okay, these are our guys. We're going to support them. And Declan Doyle yesterday, spoke on the offense and certain stuff like that. And I actually liked what he had to say. And look, I get it. It's politics, right? Because at the end of the day, we employed somebody that's never called plays. Declan Doyle's not called. He wasn't calling plays. Having said all that, I did like what he was saying. And I think that if given the, opportunity, because he's young, he's 29, him and Lamar are the same age, I think that this can become something where they almost grow together. And the reason why I'm using the word grow, here's the thing, guys. I'm using the word grow because Lamar might be the only 2-time MVP that we've ever watched where you might say he is yet to achieve his final form. Like, if I'm lying, tell me I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Tell me I'm lying if I'm lying. Lamar Jackson might be the only two-time MVP where you say to yourself, he's not done. Like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z and you watch Frieza achieve his first form, they're like, oh! Then he achieves his second form, they're like, oh! Then everyone's like, oh, he got a third form? It's like, Lamar is the only two-time MVP that can have a third form. Maybe even a fourth form. And I don't see where anybody can even argue that. Because the way how he won his first MVP and the way how he won his second MVP was on two separate spectrums of measuring. Or of measurement. Both at polar opposite ends. And we're not even going to talk about what he did the year after, where he got the first team All-Pro and he threw 40 plus touchdowns, 4 interceptions and stuff like that. Like, bro, like one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen. So I think that Declan and Lamar can become something special because they're going to be speaking a lot of the same lingo. Like a lot of times when it's somebody older than you and you're dealing with it, it's just like, okay, it's inadvertent. I'm not saying it happened all the time, but when you're dealing with people that are older than you a lot of times, it's almost like, okay, they're your whippersnapper. You know what I'm saying? It's like that mentality of, I got to show you this. You know what I'm saying? I got to tell you how to do this because you just don't know how to do it. Instead of it being more like, yo, look, this is my idea. This is your idea. Let's try to meld it together, right? And I'm not saying that our former offensive coordinator didn't do that. But what I'm saying is it would be more probably natural with somebody closer to your age. You feel what I'm trying to say? And I feel like that's what's going to end up happening. Now, the bad side of that is if Lamar and him hit it off, then that means his offense is probably going to be humming. And if that offense is humming like hum, then Declan Doyle is going to be gone. He's going to be offered every coaching job you can think of. I'm letting you know that now. I'm letting you know that, guys, now. That's the flip side. I mean, when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. But I'm letting y'all know that now. If that man comes in there and him and Lamar become like one, and all of a sudden it looks magical, it looks like something out of Disney World, it looks like something from Cinderella, it looks like something from Snow White, it looks like something from, you know what I'm saying, Shrek, you know, the magical world of misfits, then everyone's going to be looking to take him off of our hands. And trust and believe if he is given the opportunity to head his own ship, he is going to go and head his own ship. And I brought that up a couple times. And that was my mindset of part of the reason why I wanted an offensive head coach, because I felt like the melding of Lamar and him. Lamar's going to be playing, and unless there's some catastrophic injury, knock on wood, Lamar Jackson's going to be playing for at least. And I'm telling you guys just on he'll be playing for at least another 8 seasons, at the minimum. 8 seasons would put him at 15, or was it 16 seasons? Because he's going to 9 seasons now. So him going to 9 seasons now, and you add on 8, you know what I'm saying? So 17. 17 seasons? Come on now, bro. Like, I think and that almost parlays us or pivots us into 8 Super Bowls. Listen, I think he wins at least 2. I told you that before. The problem is that, like I said, Declan, if every time the Ravens have had success with a coach, that coach is snatched up quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, yeah, YouTube's starting already. It is what it is. Listen, I think you see how quickly I fixed it? T, you see how fast Nitro fixed it? I ain't gonna let YouTube hold me down no more. Nah, I ain't gonna let nobody can take my pride. Nobody can hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. So yeah, we gonna keep moving. It's okay. But yeah, so that's the one thing I'm looking at, and I think Lamar's gonna play well into that time. And for anybody that needs to think that that's impossible, If you remember Mike, and I keep bringing up this thing, when Mike Vick was retiring, he could still move, elude, escape. And his arm could still throw the ball 70 yards down the field. It was pretty much that he was punch drunk. Like, as soon as he would get hit, he fumbled. As soon as he get hit, he'd cover up the ball. Or he'd have a concussion or something like that. That's why Mike Vick retired. He could still move. Yeah, I know y'all remember some of the stuff that he was doing, some of the plays he was making. You're like, oh, man, he's still like Mike Vick. But then when you would hit him or get a hit on him, it was like fumble immediately. And Lamar, he's more of a setup guy. He's a hezzy runner. He hezzy runs. So he runs to set up until and then you fall that way and he's going that way. Like, that's how he runs. He's not running just to blaze. I'm just faster than you and I'm just beating you around a corner. He's a shifty runner. So yeah, I think that Lamar he's gonna age very gracefully in this league. I'll say the funny thing is everyone's pointing out about Lamar not aging gracefully because of his legs. What about Josh Allen? Josh Allen uses his legs at the same clip. Actually, he uses it more. Because when you look at who escapes the pocket, even when there's a clean pocket more, it's Josh Allen. So he actually uses his legs more than Lamar. And it's never brought up that, hey, if his athleticism starts to wane, he's not going to be the close. You know what I'm saying? In a couple of years, he won't be the same player. So I think Lamar's going to be just fine, guys. I really do. I don't see him tearing off. And you know how you keep that, and you know how you keep that to be fact? You know how you keep that true? You know how you prove me right? You fix the offensive line. Do you see how I'm pivoting into these talking points? Like, I don't want to hear nobody make any excuses for EDC moving forward. Not one. Not one! Listen, if you're making excuses for EDC, you're going to have to come and see me. I swear to God. Yo, because listen, y'all seen what Harbaugh's doing over there in the Giants. He wants total control. So a lot of people are now it's saying, well, EDC wasn't really calling the calls. This just proves that it was Harbaugh making all the calls. It was Harbaugh that was forcing his way on. And we could see that because a lot of guys from Michigan that, weren't even on the team, didn't make the team, but we ended up picking them up anyway and stuff like that. Those are all Harbaugh picks. So I don't want to hear, it was Harbaugh's fault was holding back what's it called, EDC. That's a moot point now. That's a moot point. Now there's no excuses. He has to come ready to deliver. And I heard shouts to Rogue Pod and Jose from Lunch Break Hot Take because they go live in the mornings now. Happy for them brothers. They hustling. I love to see my people hustling. But they were talking about even, why can't the Ravens win year one? Like I heard Raven fans talking like this, we got to give this like 2-3 years and we can win. Why? Why can't we win this upcoming year? Is Lamar Jackson not our quarterback? Is Derrick Henry not our running back? Do we not have Zay Flowers? Do we still have Kyle Hamilton? Don't we still have Roquan Smith? Don't we still got Travis Jones? Like, what are we saying here? All the excuses that have been placed on it's Harbaugh's fault EDC didn't do this well. It's Harbaugh's fault why the O-line's not good like that. It's Harbaugh's fault why there's been no wide receivers. Let's go see what he does now. Let's go see. There's no Harbaugh. We need a couple seasons of non-Harbaugh to really see what he can do. Nah. No. Because, once again, you've had so many opportunities to rectify this offensive line. And you said, no bueno. You had opportunities to rectify the D-line. You said, no bueno. So now you have to go try to get Linderbaum to come back, who now there's reports coming out that Linderbaum don't even want center money. He want left tackle money. That man Linderbaum came in there. When I heard Linderbaum and his agent came in there like Puffy and Mace. I don't know if you ever watched in the shiny jumpsuits talking about some, I wanna know what they want from me. It's like the more money we come up, the more money we see. They said that man Linderbaum came in there talking about some M-C-T-A-V-C-B-Y. You rather see me die than see me fly. I call all the shots, rip all the spots, top all the charts, rock all the rocks. Yo, they said Linderbaum want his money. They said, listen, I want money. Yo. Lindy is tripping. He probably gone. Bro, it's hilarious to me. You picked an undersized center who now there's nobody else available, so you have to pay him. This is what happened with Ronnie Stanley, right? Instead of saying, yo, we need to move off of Ronnie Stanley, right? They're like, no. We're going to do whatever it takes to keep, you know what I'm saying? Ronnie Stanley. And then now you're like, bro, we really can't. There was nobody left but him, so you had to pay him. And now you're stuck with Ronnie Stanley. Like, bro. Oh, man. Stacey said that boy want to get paid, and we don't really have a choice because the O-line has been bad. Exactly. You can't go into the offseason, right? Having to get rid of your center, both your guards, the whole interior, and looking for a left tackle also. Good luck. Good luck with that. You got to replace 4 of them dudes. Like, his man said, bye, Lindy. Zelly said, give me the loot. It's on the honey and the mega too. And the men of mercy and the hit the roof. See the honey running, talking with the loot. What was that song? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was with Drake and I forgot his name, Travis Scott. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Oh my God. Yo, listen. It's been reported that Lindy multiple contracts were given to him, and he said no. I was like, yo, hey. If you want to be a real Raven fan, where's Ryan Mink and his cohorts, right? Remember what they were doing to Lamar when he wanted his contract? Look, come on, Ryan Mink. Start getting up all of those low lights and start talking about stuff so maybe you could push that number down. Why aren't you doing that to Linderbaum? Where's all the people that's trying to, that's trying to put down Linderbaum? Where's all the people that's trying to get that number down? Sicko mode, yeah. Y'all remember sicko mode, yeah. The hours till I land and me up like a light, to the fight, just to the fight, man. Night for the night, man. 757, man. Yo, let me stop. Yeah, you notice how they've all been real quiet, right? The only person that they want to try to bully when it's time for him to get his money is Lamar Jackson. Everybody else can make a stink. They can all make it, we love them. They're our players, sometimes they'll have time to go around and come back around. When it's Lamar, he's not deserving that money. He should have no guaranteed money. His legs will probably break, he's injury prone. Like, why would you want to pay him? Y'all don't remember what he was going on there and doing? People don't remember this stuff. I remember this stuff. Like, bro, where is that now? Nitro, that's exactly what I'm doing at my desk. Like, bro, nobody is doing, I need the same energy. Give me the same energy, please. Where are all those guys that were willing to try to decimate Lamar's worth, right, during a contract time? Where are those guys now? We need you to do it to Linderbaum. What, you don't have that same energy? I wonder why. Yo, EDC been playing Tony Braxton all week. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all wilding up here, bro. Wilding. Right now, yo, King Lee said, right nitro, I noticed that my girlfriend mentioned something like that last night. Facts, bro. Delvon's in the building. What up, Del? I'm telling you that, bro, nobody brings this up. Nobody. Matter of fact, there were multiple people that was talking about when we were trying to extend Derrick Henry. They're like, why are you going to extend him? He's an old running back. That's dumb. That is stupid. Off of a 1,900-yard season. I was like, bro, this man, bro, bro, I always tell people this. There are exceptions to rules. And those exceptions just prove that there is a rule. You understand where I'm coming from? I understand that usually you don't pay an older running back, an aging running back. I understand that. But this man had his most efficient running season of his career. I'm showing you what I mean by this, right? The most efficient running season of his career. And he had already run for 1,000, and he almost ran for, he'd be the only, if he would have cracked 2,000 yards, Derrick Henry, he'd be the only running back in NFL history to have multiple 2,000-yard seasons. Y'all know that, right? Bro, there's mad people that got to get paid. Zay's looking for money. Listen, Zay's looking for money. Matter of fact, let's just look for contracts, right? Lamar needs a new contract. Zay needs a new contract. Who else? Linderbaum needs a new contract. Who else? Heck, we just gave Mark Andrews a new contract. It's nasty work. Derrick need to get mean. Derrick came second in rushing yards last year. 2, with that crappy offensive line we got. If there's any idea that he can't keep playing, that should kill it right there. Last year's performance from Derrick Henry was actually more impressive than the 1,900-yard season. Real talk. Because for a lot of those games, Lamar Jackson wasn't on the field. It was just, Henry or bust. And on top of it, the O-line was hot garbage. I don't say garbage. You got to say it with a little French. Your O-line was hot garbage. Garbage. The newest scent, the newest fragrance from Pico Garbage. Yo, Likely is gone, bro. We got to accept. Yeah, Likely gone, bro. I don't see how we keep, I wanted Likely to stay. So many people are pro to let him go. And I'm done fighting for it. I already know he's most likely gone. I'm letting everybody understand this now, though. When Likely leaves, you guys are going to come to the realization of just how good he is. You're going to come to the realization that, oh my God, he's that guy. Like, oh, we really had him here. Y'all can't believe how good he is. Y'all going to sit there and be like, and we weren't using him? And I'm going to be like, that's what I'm gonna do. When y'all finally realize, like, oh my God, Likely's him, I'm gonna be just like this. Oh. And don't tell me to act any other way either, because that's exactly how I'm gonna act. Dead serious with you. Kyle is outperforming his deal. Kyle is fine. Yeah, Kyle is fine. Hopefully Ledford gets our line right. Hey, T, girl speaking facts. That's what we're praying for. That's what we praying. That's what we praying for. Ashley wrote, I'll crash out there. Yeah, Point, you're right. Likely is good, but he doesn't get used with the Ravens. He just doesn't. And when he goes to another team that's going to use him, everyone's going to be like, the Ravens had him and wasn't used. And I'm telling you this right now. You know who's not going to get, who's going to get all the blame? Lamar. They'll say, well, it's Lamar that wasn't throwing him the ball. That's why he wasn't being used. He had all the help and didn't use it. I'm letting you know how they're going to pivot to this, all right? Because everything that goes wrong is always Lamar's fault. So I'm letting you know now how they're going to say this. Once they see that Isaiah Likely is him and he's making play after play after play, he's looking like an all-pro. He's about to break records. Everyone's like, oh my God, he's the best tight end in the league. Then they're going to be like, yo, the Ravens hasn't been it. What are you? It's Lamar's fault. Watch. EDC's not going to get blamed. Harbaugh's not going to get blamed. Greg Roman's not going to get blamed. Todd Monken's not going to get blamed. It's all going to go on Lamar. And they're going to be like, and then when Harbaugh goes back to his old house and looks over the fence and goes, EDC, EDC, it is me. EDC comes walking out. They're going to be like, you heard what they said about Lamar? They're blaming him on that too. Bro, we're so slick with it. Hoo-dee-hoo. That's what they're going to do. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. You watch. I'm telling you what's going to happen with Isaiah Likely. I'm telling you what's going to happen with Raven fans. And I'm going to tell you what the media is going to say. It's all going to go to Lamar. I'm telling you. You watch. Too bad, though, they paid the tight end that should have been traded. Yeah. Stupidest move I've ever seen in my life. Man, heavily on the decline. You give him top 5 tight end money. But I heard people were saying they offered him a deal last season, off season. Yeah, a crappy deal. It was a crap deal. Just like they tried to offer Lamar Jackson a crappy deal at first. That's what they do. Y'all don't remember when Ray Lewis was like, what kind of deal are you offering right now? And they said, well, go out there and go look to see if you can find a better deal. Y'all don't remember with Ray Lewis? Huh. Oh my God. It's so funny to me, bro. It's like, y'all just be doing stuff to do stuff. I'm actually praying that what's it called? That Tyreek Hill gets back into it though. I really am. I'd love to see how he looks for the upcoming season. I really, 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 really do. I really do. At least it came with more toys and a Happy Meal. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, nothing's fireable when it comes to the Ravens now until now. So that's why I'm saying why I don't want to hear no excuses for EDC, because even the last 2 years I said I don't want to hear no excuses for EDC. But everyone is trying to say like, well, look, it was Harbaugh, not EDC. So we can understand, you got to understand that it's not his fault. Even though he played a part, it wasn't his fault because he wasn't allowed to pick all the guys that he wanted to. Now he's going to get the guys that he wants to. He's a real GM now. It's not like, oh, I'm just the second fiddle guy behind the head coach. No, he's really the guy now. So we're going to see what the guy wants to do. Harbaugh going to try and Likely to the Giants. If Likely goes to the Giants and goes buck wild, bro, the way how, bro. Oh, God. It'll be the funniest thing ever. I'm not going to lie. I would laugh. I think I would laugh. Send Mark to the Giants. Lamar didn't know he was getting paid. It's already been documented. Lamar even said it himself. I didn't know he was getting paid. He had nothing to do. He didn't know. He was very surprised he got his money, but he was happy for him. That's what he said. Nitro, the press conference is about to start. Let's watch it. What press? Hey, Delvon with a $10 donation. Yes. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Said for Likely will stay. Watch. Delvon, look, I'm praying that he stays. But we don't know if he's going to stay. I hope he does, though. Let's go check. You said the presser. The presser's going to start. What presser? Let's go check. I don't know what presser you guys are talking about, guys. Live. Let's go see what presser we're talking about. Oh, the Declan Doyle, Anthony Weaver one. Oh, I feel you. We'll check it out. You know what? Let's check it out a little bit. Let's do it. That's fair. It begins at 1, it says. Or 11. It begins at 11. It's cutting it close. We're probably not going to get to watch it, guys. I'll just be real with you. Probably not going to get to watch most of it, so yeah. It started, yeah. Nitro, wake up, wake up. Oh, yeah. The TD Jakes thing. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I touch and agree, likely will stay. Listen, shout out to Delvin for the donation also. Best Nation donation, guys. Shout out to you, bro. Real supporting the channel. Y'all trying to support the channel. Thank you, guys. Listen, I'm being real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look, I truly believe that likely wants his money. Do you know how annoying that would be? If you know for a fact your snaps are being hindered with, right? By a guy that can't hold a candle to you in anything. In anything. And then he's not supposed to be on the team no more, right? And they offer him a huge deal. When you could have just did a deal and probably added $2 more million on that, gave to likely probably would have took it. Like, come on now, bro. It's nasty work out here, bro. That is so crazy. They offered Mark Andrews that money, bro. That is crazy that they offered Mark Andrews that money. Like, every time I see it, I just be laughing to myself. Like, bro, like, y'all really did that. Likely didn't perform well, Nitro. Want my money? Listen, bro. Likely, when given opportunities, he made some mistakes, but all the players on offense made mistakes this year. Like, this is my problem. When his number was called upon, he made highlight reel plays. When they actually let him go out there, he was making play after play after play after play. When you remember when Derrick Henry was starting off the first couple games, was fumbling, and people was like, oh yeah, we gotta get rid of him. Then it stopped, and then he just took off, right? Okay, it happens. Zay Flowers, y'all love Zay Flowers, right? Zay Flowers had mad fumbles. So Isaiah Likely is a move around tight end. He's a piece you can move anywhere. Move him around anywhere. Make him a mismatch. Nah, we don't want to do that, bro. No. Because why? Because then you have to pay him. Tired of it, bro. Like, Mark has not been good for a minute, and I get it. Like, he has the most receiving yards in Raven history. That's not saying much. Yeah, bro, the bar is so low, and it's even crazy that he even was allowed to do that. Like, real talk. Hey, C. Brito with a $10 donation. Yes! Let's go. For Likely deserves more. Yeah, he deserves way more than Mark. But I'm not saying top because you're paying him on potential. So you could argue down some, right? And get a good deal done for him. But then I don't think they want to do that. They wanted to get a super big discount off him, like a Bateman discount. You know what I'm saying? And you saw Bateman's first discount. I was like, bro, this man's playing for free. But the Best Nation donation, Ms. Brito. Thank you so much. Hey, G Stacks with a $5 donation. Yes! That man said, here go $5 just for being a good guy. Thank you, G Stacks. I'll keep stacking for you, G. Thank you. Thank you.
Makes me clap my hands. Makes me wanna dance.
Best Nation donation, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Coach is after a live Nitro. Oh, all right. We can watch a little bit of it. Let's see. Man, there's mad commercials. It's not on. Who said it was on? It's not on. I just checked it again. Okay, Gary Smith. All right, thank you, bro. Sometimes people don't want me to say they'll say like don't say my government, because I guess sometimes the CashApp shows government names, so they're like don't say my government. Oh my God. Mark Trash and Likely is just potential. Neither deserves big time tight end money. Yeah, it's a fair assessment, but I think Likely is not like. Here's why I would push back, because it wasn't like Likely couldn't make those plays or he didn't want to make those plays. They were forcefully trying to keep his numbers down. Yo, and if you need any truth on that, y'all remember when Keaton Mitchell started to heat up, right? When Keaton started to heat up. Y'all remember when Keaton first jumped on the scene and they were like, all right, we're going to give Keaton fine. So y'all remember, it was like one of those darn. Y'all want Keaton so bad, we'll give him a couple snaps. And Keaton looked amazing. And every game, he had less snaps. Till one game, he had no snaps. They didn't even play him. And they're like, he's almost explosive player. It was like the first game, 8 snaps, 9 snaps. He ended up with like 60, 70 yards. Next game, same thing, like 60, 70 yards on then they lowered it to like 6 snaps. Then they lowered it to like 4 snaps. He still got like 50 yards. Then they're like, yo, you get 2 snaps. And then the one snap he got hit behind it, and then the other one he went for like 45 yards. Then they're like, yo, we don't give you no snaps. Y'all don't remember? And then Harbaugh gonna be like, oh, sometimes, even though he's explosive, sometimes you forget about players that are, doing well and stuff like that. You're not really looking at it like that. You're just trying to win the game, and it escapes us sometimes. Out of here, bro. Bro, that's what the Ravens, y'all watched it with JK. Even in the playoff game. In the playoff game, they were trying not to have that man go off. Likely is going to break records when he leaves. And I think that's going to put into perspective that, wow, he's going to be probably the only offensive weapon to ever leave the Ravens and do better. And do way better. Likely is a real threat as a pass catcher, and Mark is washed up. Likely can make any type of tough catch and get yak, whereas Mark might catch 2 balls, pause, a game, and the rest he is dropping. Facts. Talking facts. Don't know how EDC is defenders. Bro, they all have defenders. That's how this works. That Andrew signing was Harbaugh's final blow to the Ravens. Yeah, pretty much like, let me screw you over. But a lot of people defended Harbaugh. A lot of people were defending, oh, yeah, Hall of Fame head coach. He won a Super Bowl. Ronald got a Super Bowl. He got a Super Bowl. He got what Lamar won't. You got to listen to what he has to say. You don't even know football. None of you know football. You're at the end of the bench. End of the bar. Trying to get a drink. I blame Harbaugh for all of JK's injuries, bro. Bro, y'all remember that Bengals game where JK was just doing the Bengals up, doing the Bengals dirty, and every time they put him on the bench, and JK's begging, put me back out there. They'll have trouble moving the ball, put me back out there. And every time he got the ball, he making play after play after play, scoring touchdowns and everything. They're like, nah, we don't want you to get that, bro. Nah, you good. That play alone pretty much had the Ravens be like, we have to pay Lamar. That play alone. When they tried to push it with Huntley. No, come on now. JK's not better than Henry. No. He's good, though. JK was nice. If JK never got injured, to me, he's like a young Ray Rice. Yo, tell me if that's not a good comp. J.K. Dobbins, the way he ran, the way he moved, the way he caught the ball, tell me it didn't remind y'all of a young Ray Rice. Tell me I'm lying. I'll tell you right now, Ray Rice is nowhere close to Derrick Henry. He's nowhere close to Derrick Henry. Nowhere close. Let me go look up his statistics real quick, because I wonder what it was. I do wonder what it is. That's a good comparison. Okay. Nitro level, I will die on that hill. Bro, I'm going to be real with you. Derrick Henry might retire as a top 3. Not even if. Derrick Henry is going to retire as a top 3 running back of all time. And when all is said and done, he might retire with the rushing yard record. All he needs is like 2 more seasons of what he's been producing in Baltimore, and he'll be right there at the door of it. Wow, Ray Rice only played for 6 seasons. But yeah, look, Ray Rice, what was it? 1,339 yards, 5.3 a pop, 1,200 yards, 1,364, 1,149. Let's see how many carries. 107, 254, 307, 291, 257, 214. His best season was 2011, 1,364 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns, a 70-yard long. How much receiving did he have in that? He also had 704 receiving yards that season, too. An incredible season. Incredible. Over 2,000 yards of total offense. Yeah. That year, that was his most receiving yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns. Through the air and on the ground. And the year where his longest play was made. LeVar Lewis, what up? Derek sucks in the passing game, very limited. Yeah, okay, he's not the best in the pass game, but that's kind of like AP. Adrian Peterson wasn't the greatest at receiving either. There are certain kind of backs. You have backs that can run good and catch good, like, you know what I'm saying, the McCaffrey. Like, McCaffrey's not the running back that Derrick Henry is, but he's more, he can do a little more things. And we were comparing them as Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Derrick Henry would be Blue Eyes. McCaffrey would be like more Dark Magician. Like, real talk.
His experience here, more so than his experience in Miami or wherever. He's a leader. He's a connector. He's a relationship builder. There's nobody, I don't think there's anybody that'll get more out of our guys than him. And he's been in their shoes. He'll do a great job with our defense. Look forward to working with him.
Adrian Peterson wasn't good at receiving.
To have him. Declan Doyle, our offensive coordinator, 8 years in the league now. Offensive coordinator with the Chicago Bears last season. Been in the league, like I said, for a while. The thing that stood out to me about him is he's a connector. He's a collaborator. He's creative. He's got a great vision for what our offense should look like. We see football the same way, and what it takes to be successful when it comes to creating standards, being very detailed, doing things at a high level. He's been phenomenal to work with so far. Very excited about him and his ability to lead our offense. And then Anthony Levine, our special teams coordinator. Anthony was a player when I was here the first time, but I just picture him as the face of Baltimore special teams. He was that as a player. He was the captain of our special teams at a very high level under multiple coaches. Here, he's now been into the coaching ranks for 4 years. He's earned this position. This isn't like he was just handed this position. He's earned the right to be in this position, and he'll be a great leader for our special teams. Again, a connector, relationship builder. Couldn't be more excited. So these three guys will help us create the vision of what we want the team to be like, how we want to play. We want to be a physically dominant team that's really plays together, plays well connected, plays football the right way, and couldn't be more excited about these three guys. So we'll turn it over to Weave for a few words from each of them, and then we'll open it up for questions.
First off, a lot of familiar faces. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Obviously, incredible, special moment. Thanks, Coach, for the kind words. Every time I've stepped in this place, it's been special, right? First as a draft pick, getting to live a lifelong dream of being in the NFL. Coming back many years later as a coach with a few more grays.
Yes, he did.
But with the same goal in mind.
Harbaugh prevented Henry from getting 2,000.
Lead, serve, and help in any way I can to help deliver a championship for the Baltimore. And now it's no different. No different title, different role, but still here to serve and help in any way I can. So extremely excited to be here and be with these guys and know we have everything we need to get it done.
Yeah, so I'm Declan, obviously. Hi to everybody out there. And First of all, I want to just say thank you and what a privilege it is to be here and sitting up here. Thank you to Jesse and the organization. Our staff is already, put together and hard at work to be ready for when our guys get here April 6th. We're really fired up about that. But just really excited to be here, really excited to start building this thing really from the ground. Like Jesse said, we see the game very similarly. He talked about in the interview process, he was looking for somebody like him on the offensive side of the ball, and I certainly feel that way about him, across the ball the other way. And so fired up to be here and looking forward to getting to know all you guys.
All right, guys, look, I'm going to end that right there, okay, guys? We've been in this for 45 minutes. I'm going to let everybody go and watch it. All right, we're going to end right here, okay, guys? Go over there and go watch it. But like I said, we got a lot to break down for this year, and we're going to finish it strong, okay, guys? But be blessed. Thank you for watching another episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Mind you, I like what they're saying. I do. I really do. And we're going to touch on that tomorrow, too, to break down everything from this. Go ahead and go watch it. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out this piece. Peace. And y'all know my slogan. I'm out of here. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
Do not.